unbeknownst to my knowledge, I'm getting letters from Kansas. And then in my recruitment process, mom and my aunt both helped me through the process. During this time, they're taking the Kansas letters and like hiding them. They're like either putting them in the closet, putting them in the filing drawer, might put some in the trash. Like I had no clue that I had any type of interest from Kansas whatsoever. So it's never been a thing to me. I'm like, all right, cool. So once that date passes, I don't know what date it is, like sometime in June where coaches can start to call you directly versus going through, somewhere else or something like that, right? I get a call from Coach Howard, right? And he was just like, yo, what's up, blah, blah, blah. It's Howard, Steph KU basketball, how you doing, man, blah, blah, blah. So we chop it up real cool, build that relationship. And then I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then one day I was in the middle of class, stepped out of class, phone's going off. And he was like, hey, it was Coach Howard. He was like, hey, I got Coach Self right here. I'm just going to make sure that he wants to call you from his own phone so you guys can have your own conversation. I was like, all right, cool. So I talked to Coach. He was like, hey, it's Coach Self. We enjoyed the conversation. And I was like, all right, no, I appreciate it, Coach. Like, super happy. Hang up the call. So then I get off the call. Immediately, I call Mom. I was like, yeah, I just got off the phone with Kansas. This is great. Like, I just talked to Coach Self or whatever. And she was like, oh, you talked to Kansas? No, I had no clue. So we both hang up the phone, right? She asked me, she's like, well, did you get an offer or was he just interested? And I was like, yeah, actually, I don't know. I was like, I need to call him back. Like, I was still confused. I called him. My mom calls my aunt. She was like, did you tell him about Kansas? I didn't tell him about Kansas. Like, how did he find out? How did this work out? So I called Coach. He told me it's an offer. I called him back, and they were like, yeah, I had no clue. When I come back home, they take out, like, the fattest stack of, like, Kansas letters and things. And I was like, oh, so you guys were just jipping me the whole time. You didn't show me any of these letters. They're like, yeah, Kansas was too far to go there. Look where I end up with a natty, with Big 12 rings, all because you wanted to hide. So I think it was one of the wildest stories for sure.